Yo, what's up? This is my personal best time for Outlast Any Speedrun PC. Um, I don't have any game audio. Whenever I was recording this run, I could have swore that I toggled it to record my game audio, but it didn't. So I'm gonna be going for a better time on this run, and when I do that, I will make sure that it is recording my game audio. Um, and I would like to say that there is plenty of time that could be saved in my run. I didn't do, well, I know of two skips that I didn't do, and a few little save and quit tricks that I didn't do. And I'll let you know about those whenever we get to that point. I've also spent over 7 hours on this run getting this time. I know that may not seem like a lot to some of the people who speed run. Here's a skip that I didn't do. You see me try to do it, but I can't. What you would typically do is whenever you run into the door, you jump backwards, and if you time it correctly, you clip through the door as the door is shutting. So while this guy talks about, you know, what's going on, you're outside in the hallway, and while you're in the hallway, you can do a small hitbox glitch on the door, and I'll show you where the door is coming up. But basically, the small hitbox glitch just lets you like run through the door as soon as it opens, and it saves you a little bit of time. Whenever I was doing this run, at this point, I was just mentally preparing myself for the second half of the run because there's a skip in the Outlast speedrun that I hate with every single bone in my body, and I will tell you that skip whenever we get there. So up here is the door that you can clip through with the small hitbox glitch, but it only saves you like a second, so not too much time lost, but still time that could have been saved. I think it's funny re-watching this run, watching my movements. I can tell that I'm trying to be very precise with my movements and not bump into anything that would like slow me down. Here's a small little skip. I'm jumping over the railing. It's kind of common sense to do that though if you know the route. And a lot of times you'll see me jump into the doors before I open them. That just makes me get to the door faster to open it up faster, obviously. Here's a skip coming up. Um, it's I did get the skip, but I've had better ones in previous runs. And by better, I mean I've jumped further. It's a lot of back and forth running in this second half of the run. And there's two different animations you can get for opening that door, a fast one and a slow one. And I got the slow one, sadly. Not exactly sure what makes you get a certain animation, but I got the slow one. And here's a skip that I didn't do. Typically you could jump on the handrails and then jump from the handrails over to this ledge, and you skip that climbing up animation. Saves you a little bit of time, but I figured I wouldn't mess around with doing that skip. And then here, in my opinion, is the hardest skip in the entire run. It's called the rail skip. At least that's what I like to call it. And I don't even get a flawless rail skip here. You can see me kind of dick around and mess up, but I did get it. You do not understand how hard that actually is unless you do the run yourself. Yeah, I don't understand how this guy even survives falling that high. Like, oh my god. Back on our feet, and we're running back. And here is another dumb, stupid time loss. The easiest skip in the run. So you can skip that landing animation if you're facing the wall when you hit the ground. And I was actually too far that I actually passed the corner of the wall, and I got the animation. Very unfortunate. Saves you like maybe a second. I think this part's kind of funny. You're just like looking at him. He's just looking at you. I don't know. Again, not sure how someone survives such a vicious attack. Or why Billy's bubble is just filling up with blood for some reason. There's one more skip in the run, and it's an animation skip. So instead of walking up those steps right there, you just hop over the railing. It saves you animation. It saves you from doing an animation of you falling over onto the rail and then restabilizing yourself. Sort of like sort of like this animation, but this one is unavoidable. The run ends when Miles puts his hand on the ground, so that's when I'm going to stop the timer. And then it's just the ending cutscene. This is all extra, but I figured I'd leave it in. Just want to say I appreciate you watching this run through the very end. I know it's probably not the most entertaining thing in the world, but I did put a lot of time into getting this run. And I just appreciate that, there's someone watching it, so it wasn't all for nothing. But yeah, there's my time. I'm gonna be going for a better time, and I'll be posting that later. So thank you for watching.